the musical and
Fucking...
Screw it, we'll do it live. Ladies and
one.
gentlemen.
Oh, we are live.
Ooh,
That was more like
climaxed there.
That was more like a cake and F1.
Yes, I don't know what happened there. Google Plus threw us off the air for something we probably must have said, but let's continue on as if nothing happened, shall we?
But it
I
was
think it
good
was
because
Yack.
it meant I could go into my Google Plus, which I never do, and see a comment reply that I would never normally read. About, so don't disrespect Dave when it comes to Doctor Who. I watched a review, sorry. I watched
We
a
were
review
so
of someone
bad that they
talking
shut
of-
down
yeah.
the whole of Google.
I watched a review about someone talking about Doctor Who episode and just said, reasons this episode wouldn't work, why doesn't he just get in the TARDIS and go and do this? And I'm like, well, you could argue that's every single episode of Doctor Who ever, but that would be a boring story.
Reason why he
one
doesn't do
second,
this.
Yeah.
Why doesn't the Doctor ever have a gun?
He has had a gun.
I know he has, I'm just being sarcastic.
David Tennant, at the end of the story arc that bumped him off.
Yes.
You know, that annoyed me, that story arc, though, because he spent nearly freaking hours
Apologising and
I'm
saying
dying.
goodbye.
you know, I don't want to die. I was just like, for fuck's sake, just die.
That was weird though, because that's something interesting that they did with the change between Tennant and Matt Smith was, it always was before, he kept the same memories and he was the same person, he just had a different personality and a different face. Whereas now, they established now that pretty much the old Doctor dies completely and the new one's a completely different person.
Oh, yeah, but we got Paul McGann back.
Yay! We were talking
I
about that
enjoyed
earlier
that.
on.
Oh,
As soon as he came back, I was just like, oh,
I cried.
we can finally end it. We can finally end your reign.
But I did make a point of watching the trailer for that Doctor Who after I watched that little thing. I watched it on iPlayer on my Now TV box, and I made a point of watching the trailer for the, the American Doctor Who, and I came to the conclusion that Eric Roberts, my God, why?
American Doctor Who, what?
The 96 movie with Paul McGann.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Although, but it's safe to say that the current TARDIS, more so the David Tennant TARDIS inside, was probably modelled more on that than it was the original.
Yes. Yes, I think you're right there.
Although I do like the original with like the styrofoam bubbly walls and shit.
Did anybody watch the Children in Need?
With Rowan
Scene.
Atkinson. Oh, what,
No,
the one
the-
with Pete Davidson?
Another one tonight.
No, was
No,
it?
because we've been on the stream.
That's no good.
We've been watching the football.
Yeah. Me and Harry were riveted, but no one else was. But that's
Sorry,
right.
guys, I had to get a brownie.
Myself and
Brownies.
Harry are going to start a new podcast
Yes,
about
indeed.
football.
Any
And
ideas for
children in need.
names? Yes.
Harry Yack's
England.
ballsack.
Sorry?
The England Suck
Harry Yack's
podcast.
ballsack.
Yak
Playing with our balls.
Yes, correct. Harry Yack's ballsack. I like that. I've just got it.
It's not going to be like a serious football thing. I think it would be. We would just,
Be
just
like
take a bunch of Yes,
fancy football,
exactly
wouldn't
like
it? With
fancy
Badil and
football.
Skinner.
I'm Skinner. You're Badil.
Do I have to be him?
So
No,
we
he's
just
the Asian
pick
one.
we pick a few things to talk about. He's Jewish. We pick a few things to talk about that were kind of funny, such as obscene amount of money people have spent on players, or players have bought, or just some of the funny things that have happened.
Yes.
Think pointless oddcast, but with football and Harry being male Patimus. That was the worst promotion ever.
male Patimus.
Yes.
That sounds like a disease.
Talking about Harry's
Mel
Yack.
Patmos syndrome.
I was talking to Patimus last night, and I had to explain to her that I think I prefer Eddie to Tango. I don't know how familiar you are with Patimus' channel, but I'm talking about her dogs.
Oh, okay.
I just find Eddie, the one who
Is
waits
that a
cakes in my...
metaphor?
No. You rude bastard. That's my friend. No, I like dogs like boxers who look like they've run into... It's a horrible way to describe a dog. They look like they've run into a brick wall. I just find their sad upside down eyes so endearing. That's how you describe dogs. Sad upside down eyes. They just look. They could be the happiest dog in the world, but you just look at them. You just want to give them a reassuring hug and promise them they get something nice for Christmas.
Have any of you guys ever seen that picture of Margaret Thatcher with the mouth and her eyes turned upside down? It's the scariest thing you've ever seen.
I think you should find it.
Margaret Thatcher is the scariest thing you've ever seen anyway.
No, I'm not looking
Yeah,
for
I was
it.
about to say
No,
that.
no,
You
no,
took
no, no,
words
no,
out of
no,
my
no.
mouth.
The scariest thing you've ever seen is the spitting image puppet of Margaret Thatcher. Imagine waking up with that standing over you.
No, it's an improvement. And what will the vegetables have? They'll have the same. Oh no, that was completely wrong, wouldn't it? And what about the vegetables? They'll have the same.
Do you ever
Well,
remember the Arnold Schwarzenegger spitting image joke where they were going to Arnie? Because his puppet was amazing because it was so ripped, even more ripped than real Arnie. Go, Arnie, we need you to come out of that lake, and it's going to be really, really cold water. And he goes, but it might make me shrink. And he goes, that's all right. We've got this harness for you to hold it up. They give him a harness to hold his dick up because the lake's so cold.
Bullshit.
Oh, my wheelie is tiny.
I have just one question. I have just one question.
Go on.
How come bullshit walk?
Know that guy. Of course, I'm a Terminator.
It's alright.
So you just remind me of the bit in Terminator 2 that, you know, it's not like it's going to ruin the movie because Terminator 2 is an absolutely fantastic movie, and the special effects, considering it was the second real use of morphing after the Abyss, still look amazing. But you know the bit where the guy with the Pat Sharp haircut comes up to him and goes, "Hey kid, are you all right?"
Sure, it wasn't Pat Sharp.
It could be. And yeah, and the
What did
guy.
he say? Did he say this? Come on.
Talk to the hand.
No,
Talk to
Fist.
the hand.
Ed listening.
Sorry.
no, they asked the
I
kid.
got
if
the
he was all
fucking
right, you know,
the best
and then the
points around
Terminator
these
tries
sorts
to
of
shoot them, and then the kid makes him goes, grab this guy, and he picks Pat Sharp up by his hair. And I thought, hang on a minute, mate, I'm not, you know, saying he's a saint here, but he
Oh.
did come and check to see if you're all right, and now you're picking him up by his mullet. Also, I have to say, Terminator 3: Rise of the Machines wasn't as bad as people say it was.
Well, not
That was
bad.
terrible.
It's
It
basically a
gave
remake
it
of
a-
2.
It gave it a conclusion, but it just wasn't. There was no
Macho
need for it.
man.
It
I
gave
want
it-
to be a macho man.
The,
Now you got to do an Arnold.
the sunglasses joke was terrible.
Macho
though.
man. I want to be a macho man.
I gotta say this, back in the 90s, Arnie had good hair.
What happened?
He became the governor.
And the abuse of steroids. Just tons of steroids.
His introduction of really, really strong, you know, green laws in the state of California ultimately ruined his hair.
And everybody found out that my grandfather was a high general in the Nazi army.
No, there's that bit. Do you remember when he had an accident on his motorbike, and then it came to the police's attention that he didn't actually have a motorbike license, but they just let him off.
Crikey.
Tomorrow night when we
seriously.
talk about Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Probably pardoned himself.
He didn't have a US motorbike license, but they found this out, and then they just let him off.
Wouldn't
That's
you?
exactly the sort of shit they wouldn't do for Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah,
We've
but
got to-
no offense. Stallone was caught having like GHB and all these bloody growth hormones in an Australian freaking hotel room. So yeah.
Yeah,
Kinda
but we let
different.
him off because he's a member of Mensa.
We have a photograph just in from Glasgow. It is Monkey Sparks.
Hey. He's about to get it on with a bloke, apparently.
Let's get it on.
Someone's experimenting.
Or
Actually,
exfoliating, one or the other.
It looks like they're about to sing a carol.
I hope they are.
Yes, that would be nice and jolly for the time of year, because as I said, I'm already watching Christmas movies.
What, this Carol? I saw Mummy sucking Santa's cock.
That's not
And there goes
Well,
another
Dave,
one, the swear jar.
So Dave, you've been watching Channel 5 already, have you?
Yeah. I've watched, right, I'm going to watch Muppets Christmas Carol later on. I've watched the 1951 Alistair Sim version of Scrooge, which to my mind is the best
quality.
version. I've watched the Bill Murray version of Scrooge, which is absolutely fantastic.
Patch
I love that.
Especially the bit when he's shooting with a gun and he's going blam, blam, blammo. I don't mind you hitting me, but don't hit the booze. And what else have I watched?
Hey.
I watched Mickey's Christmas Carol. See, is all this good viewing, you know, entertainment going to be gone after the 18th? Because let's be honest, if you can't be asked to turn your DVD player on, you can watch quite a lot of shit for free on YouTube.
Hmm.
We've also got the Christmas channel, which is on Sky now,
Oh.
which is like Christmas 24, which had a great film with former Superman Dean Cain. The other day, which I was watching.
Dean Kane, whatever happened to your career? We should have a whip around and buy him an
That's what happened
Xbox.
to his career.
But I have to say, this movie's got some absolutely fantastic quotable lines. Shit, it was full, Clark. Job done.
Well, if it's not got Arnold in it, it doesn't exist as far as I'm concerned.
Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, fuck you, fuck him. Oh, it's brilliant.
See, I was really pissed off because on Twitter today I did a competition and no one entered.
Oh, I'm going to enter now.
You're going to enter now. It was a competition.
I only use Twitter once a year.
It was a competition where you could win the chance to buy me a PS4 or Xbox One. And all you had to do was retweet, and I would choose the person at random who would buy it me, and no one retweeted it. I don't know why.
I wonder
why that
why.
That's very. I think there's a pinch of Reeves and Mortimer in your devilish wit there, sir.
Who's John Latimer?
Dear Reeves and Mortimer, my name is Rich. It's really like when I blagged a Master System converter out of Richard Branson, wasn't it? It's really cold in my house, and the only thing that would possibly keep me warm this Crimbo time would be a new Xbox.
See, last week I put a picture of my dog and said this dog will not have a PlayStation 4 this Christmas.
I saw that.
That didn't work either.
I don't want one. Then having said that, I never wanted a Wii U, and I caved. I hope Mike was wrong. I fear that he may not be, and that they don't tank it because there is a lot of potential in the Wii U. I know for me saying that, all the fanboys are going to jump up and down and say, "How dare you say that? They should be on bigger graphic processors and blah blah blah." I really like it, but then, as I said to you before, Mike, it's one of those systems that if you actually use it on games that are developed for it quite well, you appreciate what it's like.
As you know, I'm probably its biggest critic, but
I sounded very Terry Wogan then. I felt I saw you on the couch. As you know, I'm quite the console snob.
I critiqued it a bit because I bought one on launch day and got rid of it pretty quickly. It's one of those consoles that I wish I didn't do that. I wish I kept it and just saw what happens now. Don't give a shit about Zelda, but
I wish I knew Call of Duty was on it. I would have had it. Like you said, Mike, that it looks better than the Xbox. I would have had that in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Well, games like Pikmin
I didn't even know until I had a friend of mine review it.
Yeah, it was just like I said. I accidentally checked on Amazon, and I'm like, seriously, you're not helping yourself. And maybe it's the store's fault, not Nintendo, but you have quite a reasonable catalogue so far. Not as big as it should be. Why can't I buy them in the high street apart from Blockbuster, which isn't going to be there much longer anyway?
A lot of shops have basically stopped selling it because the Wii U games aren't selling that well. That's the only reason.
I think you agree that this is everything that Nintendo do right. This is an absolute fantastic.
Yeah, I love Nintendo games. I love like the Super Mario 3D World that's going to come out. I'm going to be buying that shit, you know. But beyond that, I think the thing what's lacking for Nintendo is they're not promoting it properly. They're not promoting it.
They're going the way of Sega.
Yeah, and then they're basically concentrating on the 3DS, which is fine, but give the Wii U some love as well at the same time.
That's interesting because what they've done with the 3DS is proof that they could turn something around that wasn't initially taken on that well. So why aren't they taking that strategy to the Wii U? Because let's be honest, when the 3DS first came out, everyone was like, Exactly, that was the quote. That was the quote on every games magazine in the country. Dave says, nah.
It sounded like it'd been run by Roland Rat.
Yay, Rat fans. Run VT. But if it wasn't for Roland Rat, then he wouldn't have turned around TVAM and we wouldn't have had Transformers in the summer holidays.
Mr. Yack, that's me.
Indeed it is. How did you know?
I don't know.
He knows his devilishly good looks anywhere.
That's right.
Did you draw that, or what's his name?
No, that's what they call bit strips. That is the quality of
these things all over Facebook.
Yeah.
Who's got a massive cold?
Oh, I thought you said who's got a massive. Anyway.
Yes. No, because then I would have just said that was me.
So that's my wife coughing in the background.
Well, you wish her a happy recovery and possibly give her some vitamin C and a Lemsip. Lawn Boys post 1975 because I care about your siblings.
Dr. Lawn Boy. That's me as well. Wait a minute.
He's going to get a picture of me now.
Oh no, don't cross the time street. Oh, Scott's exploded. He's vacated his sexy boudoir.
My beard's bigger on that.
That's from when you called out Pat Sharp.
Well, it was the 70s.
I follow up the Pat Sharp calling out on my new video, which will be up at some point.
The ongoing story.
I love it.
Ongoing story.
The thing is, right?
Nintendo dude.
Let's be honest, right? And if he actually watches this, I will retract this if I ever meet him in public. But I like to think that he has no career now. So if I ever see him in the street, I'm pretty sure I could talk him into being on the live stream.
He's on Smooth FM.
Hey, Pat Sharp. There's a guy who you might have heard of. He's called the 90s video game dude.
Smooth FM is the place where TV presenter goes to die. He's got him, and they got Toby Amstis on there as well.
The Elephant's Graveyard, but for people with mullets.
Toby Amstis.
The Mullet's Graveyard.
Mullet's
Hey,
Graveyard.
Pat Sharp, I hate
That's such
you.
a place.
That's gonna be that'll be a fucking quality name for a metal band.
Well, Toby Amstis.
Mullet's
Mullet's
Graveyard.
Do you know what's funny, right? Talking about that, but when I was a kid, I remember watching the old black and white Tarzan movies, and they were always all the people invading Tarzan's homeland were always obsessed with finding the elephant's graveyard. And I don't know why, because what would I have done with ivory or elephant bones? But when I was a kid, I thought, like, we're talking like 5, 6 here, I thought the elephant's graveyard was the fucking coolest thing ever. I actually thought it was real. Hey, look, it's the Dave Waite stand. Harry.
The Dave Waite stand?
Yes.
Oh yeah, DW, of course.
It's my stand, and that's why there's no one in it, because I won't let them. I don't want them to soil my seats.
That's actually taken.
That's why the ticket prices are so low.
And the funny thing is, there's no one else in the rest of the stands because it's a shit football team. Sorry, Harry.
Well, that was actually taken during the game, if you notice. There's this trend on Twitter that people post pictures of the stands that Wigan Athletic fans are supposed to be in before the game. So basically, this is them at the game, during the game. This is all the fans that they had when actually it was taken an hour beforehand. And actually, there is no difference. There is no difference.
Do you know what? Going back to football, sorry, this whole podcast is just a dry run for Harry Yack's ballsack now. Sorry.
Harry Yack's ballsack.
Do you know what? Come on, now, we got to use that name.
I'll do some artwork for it.
Has anybody just seen Twitter where Microsoft have tweeted congratulations on your launch, Sony?
Yeah, because Sony.
That's a shrewd move, though, really.
They're doing the Steve Jobs, basically. That's what Jobs did to IBM.
Ooh, there's an entry on Urban Dictionary for Harry Ballsack. Oh no, there isn't. It's been deleted.
No, Harry Yack's.
There's somebody else on YouTube.
No. Harry Yack's sporting ballsack.
There's somebody called Harry Ballsack on YouTube.
Should we change?
George Axe.
Well, you
No,
could
it's
call
not.
it. This is actually really weak. You could call it Lawn Boys Posts in reference to.
Yes.
See what I did there?
Of course.
Trying to
But
steal
no, I
your
was just going
thunder.
to say, am I the only person that, well, possibly only me and Harry, so I don't even know why I'm asking this, but I'm going to ask it anyway. I don't know why my voice went all Mickey Mouse, but I'm going to keep it here. Well, that's quite good. Am I the only person, when you have a really bad England performance, then you get really annoyed because it's international football break week, and that means there's no match of the day on a Saturday?
I know. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed the game wasn't
And
tomorrow.
I'm very disappointed with how the Bristol teams are performing right now, because quite frankly, I could outplay all of them by myself. It's going to get to the point, as much as I love Gashead, it's going to get to the point where I may have to withdraw my Bristol Rovers shirts and videos because I don't want to be associated with a non-league club the way they're going on. Sorry,
Well, you
Bristol
say
Rovers.
that. Yeah, you're saying about that. Even the Jersey Devils ain't fucking doing that well. Flipping this conversation to ice hockey.
I don't think I haven't checked it on a while because I have to do it through a package on here. The Habs are doing brilliantly.
Well, my beloveds are the
I'm going to
Jersey
sing the
Devils
national.
and
I'm going to
still
sing the
suck.
Canadian national anthem. That's just to inspire and pick up the Habs. Oh Canada! That's all I know. Sorry. But
Rich.
listen to that.
Rich,
Yes.
I've just found your blog.
God, I haven't
Oh.
updated that in a while.
Found your blog.
Canada, how
The
does
90s
your
video
garden
game dudes.
grow?
Let him finish.
The
Carry on,
90s
mate,
video
carry
game
on.
dudes blog.
Yes,
Right,
I haven't
about-
updated that in a few
It was him about 40
Millennia.
years old saying why he can't get a fucking girlfriend. Like every other blog on a fucking internet.
Hey, careful what you're saying.
Maybe I
about
should just start
bloggers.
blogging.
Hey man, I get my ladies.
Scott, are you drinking our whites?
Nah, just cloudy.
Oh, white lemonade.
More lemonade products should be promoted by Elvis Presley.
Oh, where the fuck that was?
I don't know.
Have you been
He's a
googling me,
secret.
Mr. Yack?
Sorry?
He's a
Have you been
secret
Googling?
Yahtzee High Hitler.
Yes, I have. That's where I got those pictures
everyone-
from.
I have a suggestion. I have to open an extra window for this so I don't fuck up me being on the feed. Everyone, go on to YouTube and YouTube your own channel name and see what the first thing that comes up is, apart from it promoting
Alright then.
your
Okay.
channel.
Harry Yack Almost Live 1, Oh Mummy Genesis.
Yeah.
Right.
Ooh,
Oh,
crikey.
fucking hell, that's weird. My gameplay video for Final Fight on the Super Famicom.
Did you
Consoles
say
now.
Final Four?
Final Fight.
Oh,
Mine is my pickups and the Xbox One debacle 5 months ago.
My second video was Grand Theft Auto 2. My third one is my GTA 5 game when I did the front flip for style. And
Brilliant.
the fourth one was
It
RetroUnlim.
inspired my nose diving off a cliff.
Oh, Shaq Fu's on the front page as well.
Yeah, and the
Right,
first
that's
collab
cool.
with was that the first collab we had? The Eliminator with Dave Perry? No, it wasn't. It was like the second or third one. Then my super manly intro with the Lords of Thunder music.
I just searched for Dave Perry, and
Superman
the first video is the actual clip of the Dave Perry incident, and the second one is our commentary on the Games World Eliminator.
That's awesome.
Oh, my computer fucking hates me. No, I don't want to install a new version of Opera, you wank bastard.
is a playthrough for Dark Souls. Second one is a playthrough of the Simpsons arcade game. Third one's a vlog. Yeah, the rest of them are just vlogs.
Well, I can't tell you mine because apparently my computer can't do two things at once.
Oh.
I'm going to make a really chauvinistic joke right now. It's like a lady trying to reverse a car. Sorry.
Computers like a lady.
Like a lady.
I have no spatial awareness when it comes to driving. And now I'm the queen, apparently.
Mine is Champion Boxing, SG 1000,
Wait a minute.
Oh, cool.
UN Squadron, and Spy Hunter.
Spy Hunter! Oh! Dun, 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 da, 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 dun, dun, da, 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 da. Wow. That noise
One
just
of the most
reminds me of arcades back in the day.
One of the most viewed videos on my channel is a video I did on Justice League, a Flashpoint Paradox, and it was so poorly done. It was so poorly done. I don't know why I even did the video. I wanted to take it off, and then it amassed like 2,000 hits within a day. And people were
Yeah,
like,
but it's
"The
funny
sound
you
and
say
all
that
that."
because one of the ones I deleted because it's got background music in it that was just coming off the TV, and it was one of my most popular videos. And it's same as that. I don't know why. Was me talking about the Beano, my memories of the Beano growing up as a kid, and showed a bunch of like 1960 Beano comics, and it took off. And I took it down because there was music in the background, but I was just looking and I cringed. I can't watch it. Well, I don't have to anymore. I purged it.
I'm the same. I can't watch that video.
So, oh my god!
That's the way it is with mine.
Let's see this computer
Crappy
just
knockoffs.
fucking work.
Yeah, well, that crappy
My first
knockoff
video
isn't
is
that
Hang on, sorry. My
What?
first video
Are you
is
taking a
Normal
piss?
Post 1975 song by Adam and Des, full version. The
No,
first
no.
two videos are
We got a
they're not
crisis
actually
situation
neat.
on our
The second one
hands.
is channel
Scroll up again.
like-
Harry Yack. Scroll up. Scroll up. Scroll up.
Up.
Up. Are you taking a piss? The Dave Perry Appreciation Society? Fuck off.
That's quite interesting. If I Google search myself,
cockheads.
most of the videos have me in the
Do-ragging
title, but I'm
pricks.
not actually in them.
You don't get laid, do you, you fucking blue-shirted prick?
He's not a bandana. Dude, that ain't a bandana. He's just put M&S boxer shorts on his head.
Boxers, that's what I was thinking.
Scroll down. What the fuck? One-eyed bandit there.
What the hell's going on?
Oh no, I think you just played a game of Soggy Bandana and lost.
Is this like the day? Is this the day of appreciation, Fred?
Who the fuck? Jesus.
His
you
face got large.
Fucking hell. Really?
Looks like his face was hit with buckshot. What the hell?
Scroll
like
down. That one looks like a right miserable prick. Look at him.
It's blue tonic.
Oh,
yeah, I'm an American. So what about it?
Oh, I've got the perfect music for this.
Got a problem with it? Kick your ass, motherfucker.
There's nothing wrong with being patriotic, right? But you know when some people make a statement of it being in their wardrobe?
The perfect music for this little montage of people. Come on, load up.
Yeah.
I think you know what would be better? I think the music from the Flumps would be better. Scott, type in the Flumps.
No, man, too much fun. There's Eminem.
He's got Cool Whip on his head.
Daffy random.
It's a rubbish.
Banana, right?
Banana.
So, Scott, seriously, type in the Flumps.
Alright.
Trust me, it'll work even better. Mainly because the man doesn't need any backing music because he advertises himself as such a massive penis anyway. And let's not confuse that with the fact that he has a massive penis. He is a massive penis.
I got the Flumps TV show.
That's the one.
Alright.
Copyright strike.
Oh, because nothing says failure like the 70s.
What the fuck?
You just know that man gets so much shit in public by anyone who knows who he is, don't you? They just see him just go, hey, wait a minute, are you that bloke? Oh my god, all my Christmases have come at once. My name is Dave Perry, and I helpfully promote and endorse bandanas.
Fucking hell, really? I can't believe someone made an appreciation society for that prick.
I think it must be a tongue-in-joke.
It has to be. It has to be a sick joke. It is to me.
Would you like to see a stream of a stream?
Yes.
What, 2 fat bastards streaming? Well, 1.5 fat
So you're
bastards.
basically going to create a streamception.
Pretty much, yes.
Okay, what the hell is he? Oh, that's that electoral game, isn't it? No, it was the Japanese.
No, that's Don.
Yeah, the Japanese comedians on the graphics.
No, Japanese
Sorry,
comedians
PC
don't.
engine.
Yes, thank you, Scott.
You signed in.
Well, that's great. Back to our one. Post James pick, RetroUnlim's asking. I think he wants to see more man-on-man.
I want James and that bloke to sing a carol right now.
He wants James's giant peach.
I think that's reserved for you.
Well, hey.
Take a bite of the peach.
Innuendos, they never stop being funny. They should do a course at this when you're at school. By the way, children, while you are currently 10 years old, there's something you will need to know that when you are adults in the world, the greatest form of witty defense is a good old-fashioned innuendo. Here are examples. Points to blackboard. Oh, no, we can't call it blackboard anymore, can we? We have to call it... Oh, we can't call it whiteboard either. Points to space behind him with writing on.
We're calling it the indifferent board.
Yeah. Now, if you all put on your hollow goggles and turn them to...
I laughed at my own joke, how sad.
In a future school, would be like, if you all put on your hollow goggles and turn them to setting number 4, we'll educate you in the art of innuendo.
After we watch this video of pandas having sex.
Welcome to your doom.
That's what the panda said.
Thrown out there.
And that's why they're so endangered in the wild.
Stop me!
You always think, like, they spend all this money, they spend millions and millions of pounds trying to get pandas to breed, but what they simply should do is educate the male panda on his chat-up line. Welcome to your doom!
Right.
Mate, no, buy some flowers, possibly
Only
a nice
not a
Chianti,
beast.
you know, put some Barbara Streisand on, for her, not you, obviously, but sacrifices must be made.
Bit of
And then just say, alright, love, how's it going? But welcome to a doom. Bit strong, mate. Bit strong. You know, an attitude like that will make you endangered in a few years.
And Ming Ming, just remember, stop playing on your TurboGrafx 16.
To which the panda then said to the person talking to him, technically, mate, I'm still a fucking dangerous animal, and he ate him. So why do people think polar bears are cute? I've been watching the David Attenborough program on them very recently, and the fact that the polar bear has to guard,
white,
like, you know,
and
yeah,
awesome.
exactly.
The
you take
polar
a bear, right? People are scared of bears, but all of a sudden you give him a bleach hair job, and everyone's like, "Oh, he's so
Use your words carefully. There's
He
some
looks
parts
like
of the community.
Santa's
No,
friend.
Dave. There's some parts of the community that bears take a whole new context.
Oh, yeah. If anyone's seen Super Troopers, they would understand that.
Yeah.
Super Troopers. I just like the bit when
love
they
that
talk
film.
about drinking, how to drink maple syrup. You see, you got those tiny little lips going on, man.
I just love the electric cup. Yeah, you need these big black ones like these.
I like the bit when he shoots him. Doesn't he shoot him in like an armored?
Yeah, armored cup.
And then he says something like, "What have you missed?"
Meow.
Oh,
I
they
think
should make a
that's my
sequel to
favourite
that.
scene. I think, yeah, they got it. I think they are talking about
Have you
it.
ever seen the Reno 911 movie?
No,
I
but
love Reno 911.
back on the Super Troopers, the guys who make it, Broken Lizard, have their own channel on YouTube, and they've got a series of them called Fatty and Tatty. Fucking funny. Really worth it.
Obviously based on it was actually because he's still around on Facebook. Crow from Retro Roadshow sent me this link when I did that Christmas, no, not yet, that birthday present I got from Patmos about Pete and Pete. Do you know they have their own website now as adult
Really?
Pete and Pete?
Bloody hell.
They're not Pete and Pete. It's hilarious, mate. Mind, it's absolutely piss your pants funny. I'm too lazy to find out what it is.
Laugh track Nickelodeon hilarious things is actually hilarious.
No, because it's adult. It's basically them taking the piss out of themselves for being child stars.
Oh, cool.
It's really, really funny. I'd send you a link, but I'm too lazy to. Just go back through my timeline on Facebook and see what Crow from Retro
I'll just go through your web history.
All right, here's the meow scene audio.
Sorry about that.
All right, now. Hand over your license and registration. Your registration? Hurry up, meow.
Sorry.
There's something funny here, boy?
No.
Well, then why are you laughing, Mr. Larry Johnson? All right, meow, where were we?
Sorry. Are you saying meow?
Am I saying meow?
I thought...
Don't think, boy. Meow, do you know how fast you were going? Now, what is so damn funny?
I could have sworn you said meow.
Do I look like a cat to you, boy? I'm jumping around all nimbly-bimbly from tree to tree.
No.
Am I drinking milk from a saucer? But do you see me eating mice? You stop laughing right now.
Yeah.
Since this has turned into the Scott Request show, because none of us have
No
phones.
buts, meow. That's the law.
No,
Not so
but
funny now, is it?
one more.
Meow.
So does somehow using a mobile phone get you around copyright strikes? We found a chink in their mighty armour.
The audio's all right.
Type in oh fuck! I want to hear that scene where in National Lampoons where Oh fuck! Uncle Eddie explains what happens when they turn a microwave on. See if you can find that. Is it Uncle Eddie?
We can only do it if we do commentary over the top of it legally.
Well, that's all right. I think I'll be laughing my ass off when I hear it. Uncle Eddie talks about. Just type in, see what National Lampoon's Uncle Eddie talks about plate in his head.
Okay, meow.
That's why I suck at search engines.
I think that's probably why Super Troopers is my second favourite film. I fucking love that film. I've watched it so many times.
Scott,
It's
but
still
it's such
hilarious.
a throwaway film to have as your second ever favourite film.
Throwaway? No way.
Just go around the
Are
stream.
you okay?
Well, we know mine anyway, but everyone say your your three favourite movies of all time.
Oh, crikey.
Well, you don't have it committed to memory.
Go with wait a minute.
Oh.
Almost Famous, Fair and Low in Las Vegas, Empire Strikes Back.
Oh,
Clerks, Super Troopers, and shit. Hang on.
Shit, is that your favourite film?
Did you actually
No.
just
Shit.
Scott?
No,
Sorry, Scott. Did you actually
1987
just
Batman.
soil yourself?
He just shit.
No, 1987 Batman.
I don't
89.
know.
Well, if by all fairness, you could say Batman and Robin because that was shit.
Fuck off.
Who has
No.
the foresight to put ice skates in their shoes, not knowing that they're going to fight Mr. Freeze? You know
Mate,
what
you
I
never
mean?
know. Who killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age!
Although the Brady Bunch movie is
they're
a
amazing.
great movie.
The
It's a
fact that they
great
never
film.
explain why they're stuck in an episode from the 70s is brilliant.
It's such a good film.
Marsha, Marsha, Marsha!
Masha.
Oh.
To be fair, the Brady Bunch
Kind of
movie
just
is just a
determined
load
how
of
they
sketches
can't
from
get
the
voices
original
in their
Brady
head.
Bunch series, but it's really well made. It's definitely
And the second one has that nod to Dreaming a Genie at the end, doesn't it?
yeah. They edited that for the UK release because that had a nunchuck scene in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Someone in the BBFC just doesn't like nunchucks.
It was
My
a 90s.
obviously, you know my first one. Back to the Future. Number 2 is Highlander, and number 3 is The Crow.
Crap.
Torn between an 80s reject and an emo.
Aren't they supposed to be rebooting The Crow?
Yeah, it's been up in the air for ages. That was another video I had to
Well, it
comment
will be. It's
on,
a
like,
crow.
2,000 views. Was my
Yay.
very somber having a pop at whoever was going to remake the Crow video. But having said that, most of the ones I've deleted are over on Dailymotion. But now I need to talk to you guys about your Vimeo site on RetroUnlim.
Oh, yes. Apparently, they don't want video game footage on there anymore, do they?
Uh-oh.
On Vimeo?
What? They want videos of people singing about Jesus, though. Yeah.
Hang on, I'm confused.
Jesus is great.
Vimeo or Dailymotion?
Well, I had my Blip account closed. Blip. They said, unfortunately, as part of our ongoing mission to keep as high a quality as possible on the site, we're going to get rid of you, you fool.
That was the official
See,
term.
Also,
thing is,
Mr.
right?
T was working as part of their legal team.
Yeah. They'll never, you know, as bad as YouTube's becoming because of Google, they'll never, you know, completely be an alternative service as such, but places like Dailymotion could really capitalize on the fact that if they just added something like comments to videos and
They have them.
have they?
Yes, it's down. There's tabs at the bottom. You can click on. It just says.
I must have
comments.
something disabled then, because mine wouldn't let me do it. Oh,
I still miss the DivX hosting one they had a few years ago. I used to pick up all the wrestling pay-per-views off that.
I actually remember that.
Oh, I forgot what it's called now. I know it
I
was,
think
it was
they've
done by
offered
DivX.
they've offered a chance to a viable service now, that because people are, and I know, and people have challenged me before in videos saying like, oh, you're an idiot. There will never be an alternative service. Maybe there won't, but the thing is, there's no denying that with their changes, they are offering a company that makes a decent effort a chance to get their foot in the door.
One thing,
Well,
that's the thing.
if it weren't-
Why isn't there a service that differs from Google? Why can't there be another service? It's like they haven't patented that service. There is no reason why you can't actually put a great alternative to YouTube.
Yeah, but the
up.
problem
You could
is
even
as
just, you know, you could skit around the sides, but you could even basically just base it upon not completely, obviously, for copyright, but the original sort of layout for YouTube. And if you even
It's
said...
also a David versus Goliath thing, because YouTube is huge. So,
yeah, but the thing is, YouTube may be huge, but YouTube, even as big as they are pissing off, you know, at least 1/3 of their audience right now. The people who make the content.
Yeah, but remember how big MySpace was?
Yeah.
And they got destroyed.
And now that's just a big pile of suck.
No, I think in the right
fucking
hands, with someone doing it properly, carefully, you know, making sure they're not going to infringe upon
Oh,
anything.
you want to see my
Google
band?
eventually
You want to see my
afforded someone a
band?
massive opportunity to get their foot in the door on the file sort of sharing, not file
I
sharing.
think everyone
video
got
sharing.
pissed off with MySpace because every time you clicked on a friend's link, you had to click on it and then click pause. Because I really don't want to listen to fucking pause.
Oh, I'm down with that.
I don't really want to fucking listen to the 15th time your favourite songs are fucking Dashboard fucking Confessional. Or fucking Lit. Oh, God. Ugh.
Yeah, but you know the guy who was actually, I think it was Tom Falk, the guy who made MySpace, he made his money off it, sold it off, I think it was to Fox he sold it off to, and then just let them fuck it up.
Yeah, and Justin Timberlake bought it.
Did you see what the bloke who, one of the original founders of YouTube, said about Google recently?
What's that?
On Twitter. He actually said, although I guess you can't blame him for taking the money, because let's be honest, if someone offered you that, you know, like incredible financial security for the rest of your life, you would take it. But then I guess technically just having YouTube under his control would have been financial security. But he actually said, for fuck's sake, Google, why the fuck do I need a Google Plus account? And I'm like, well, why did you sell it, you prick?
What? Someone offered you billions for your platform. I think you would.
Yeah,
sell
but what
it
I'm
too.
saying is, it's like Lucas in Disney, isn't it? Which is he may
It's
have
like
been
he
offered
has
billions.
no place to comment, basically.
No, but what I'm saying is he may have been offered billions, but only sold off YouTube. But technically, from a financial perspective, he was set up for life anyway. So, what's the difference between having millions and billions?
Well,
Do you know what I
you're
mean?
not managing it anymore. That's the difference. He's not managing it. He doesn't need
You
to do
just put
anything.
interim staff in to do that. You don't, you know, you don't have to be on
hungry
days
for Mr. T fucking. What was it? Mr. T cereal?
I think. Mother, there ain't no other. Sorry.
It smells like shit. It tastes like shit. But you're gonna eat it.
Yeah, that's about right. Hey, Mr. T, we need you to come on a plane. By the way, there will be no drink service today. We just have this glass of milk. Drink up. They never
Well,
learn.
okay.
They never fucking don't make me laugh. This amazing fucking military mastermind from, you know, the Vietnam War, and he never realised more, you know, than once that possibly your third glass of milk is going to mean lights out. But we'll let you off because your van was tasty and delicious, and look, I have one! Yay!
Treat your mama right.
It looks
That's
like
him.
shit. It tastes like shit. But you're gonna eat it anyway.
Do you remember the cringeworthy episode that they put in every season of the A-Team where someone would get shot and have to admit to another member of the A-Team that they never really got on with, you know, that they did actually love them? And it was the episode when Murdoch got shot. And Mr. T was like, I'm never going to repeat this fool, but I've got to say, don't you die, man, don't you die. I'm like, oh, I knew it. I knew fucking B.A. loved Murdoch. He may be crazy, but he family.
You know, I always wanted to toss your salad, but I never did. Don't die, fool.
I'd like to live in the world of the A-Team where physics don't have any sort of negative repercussions.
Yeah, it's like
So I just rolled my car
where a made-up
57
gun will
times.
explode a tank for no reason.
Yeah, where the American military and every other military on the planet, you know, teaches you to aim at a target directly up into the air. See that bloke over
A ball
there?
of string. I'm gonna make a fucking rocket launcher.
Yeah. See Colonel Deckard over there all the way in the distance? What you want to do is you want to squeeze really softly on the trigger, and you want to put your eye down the, you know, the sights, and you want to stick it straight up. But sir, that's crazy. Trust me, it'll hit him. And no one will get killed. But then you
Not
gotta
one.
say, even though it was ridiculous, I fucking loved the A-Team back in the day.
Yeah, and they always had this hot companion that was with them.
Oh, did you know that? They're all the hot companions, because I watched, it's on YouTube, you can watch it. Justin Lee Collins, Bring Back the A-Team.
Oh,
where
yes.
he goes around LA trying to get everyone back from the A-Team. And they all talk about how George Peppard was so bitter that he was this massive movie star, you know, years prior, and that on the A-Team, Mr. T was more famous and recognized than him, and they talked to all the female assistants, such as Amy, and that's her TV name, not her real name, you know, and they all got bombed out after one season, and it was basically because of Jaws Peppered, because he even walked in, what an arrogant prick, he would walk into their, like, dressing rooms and just go, sorry, but you won't be on next season, and they'd be like, what? But the audience liked me. And he goes, yeah, well, this is a bloke show about blokes, grr, grunt, guffaw, macho, guns, firing shit. And they bump him out. He had such a problem with Mr. T on that show.
Yeah, and he couldn't get rid of him. That was his main issue.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's the funny one about, do you remember they had Boy George in an episode?
Yeah.
Did you ever see what Boy George said about Mr. T?
What did he say?
They said Mr. T was just massively self-promoting in the time. And no one could be bothered to talk to him, because even though the audience loved him, they didn't get to talk to him in public, and he was just like, oh, Mr. T, I love the A-Team. Let's talk about 10 reasons that I'm great. And so Boy George and his band said, the thing is, he had so much jewelry on, you could hear him coming from half a mile away. So every time they heard the jing of the jewelry, they hid in the cupboards. But I'm not going to disrespect Mr. T, because he was a massive part of my childhood, and he was awesome in Rocky 3.
He sure was.
I predict pain!
The best of all the Rocky films, in my opinion.
No, 4 is simply because of the whole East meets West in...
Yeah, but you've got Rocky versus Hulk Hogan, Rocky versus Mr. T.
Yeah, but Ivan Drago is just the best badass boxer. The thing I like about Ivan Drago is
for Rocky versus the aliens.
They set up Ivan Drago, don't they? As this absolutely amazing boxer, and Rocky hits him. Don't get me wrong, that bit in the movie where he goes, he's cut, the Russians cut, and it's a bad cut. It makes the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. But yeah, it just makes me laugh that they set this entire movie up to say, look at him sticking drugs in, running around a running track and hitting things, while Rocky has to chop trees down.
German engineering.
Old school. And well, no, he's not German, he's Russian.
I know, but they'll just stay German engineering.
And yeah, and they set him up as this amazing thing, and basically it takes 3 rounds before he turns into a mortal.
Like, plus, it has got Hearts on Fire on it as well.
Then also in Rocky 5, he's got massive brain damage. This is funny, I was talking to Patmos last night.
You're lazy!
She forgot about Rocky 5. She said, yeah, it's funny, Rocky 5, he got a massive amount of brain damage, he can't fight. But hey, 15 years later, it's all healed for Rocky 6. Job done. Your brain can repair itself.
Well, apparently Rocky 5's dotting can.
That's those steroids you were talking about. They fixed his brain.
That's Mr. T versus Roddy Piper, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I think so.
And apparently they were trying to bring T back as a commentator for that as well.
Was that WrestleMania 2?
Do you like my worry earrings?
I think it's WrestleMania 2, yeah.
Is that Muhammad Ali in the background there, looking at something?
No, the greatest fighter ever is Muhammad Ali, I have to say.
Special guest referee, wasn't he, Muhammad Ali?
Just a shame his game on the 3DO is such a pile of monkey wank.
It's got nothing on Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
I love that it's on the AVGN video of game glitches, where it's got the Rocky glitches.
Oh, yes.
I like that.
That's
on the
freaky.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's the one where he's playing the game and you can hardly see Rocky's face.
Yeah.
And then it's got Mr. Clubber Lang turns up and he's all like fucked up and he's got his.
And he walks into the floor.
Rocky on the GameCube is one of my favourite sort of GameCube games ever. Just again, because I just thought Rocky 4 was epic. It was absolutely brilliant to play or fight Ivan Drago. And I remember that when I first played that game on the top difficulty section, I was so strategic in the way I upgraded myself, and I did it manually. That was the more difficult way, where you would have to do the training segments. And I got to the point, and it was this is so sad. I'm gonna make myself sound like such a nerd, but I think we figured it right. When I got to that first fight with Ivan Drago, and my fucking Rocky was just a perfection of badass. I actually said to the screen, I've been waiting years for this, sugar tits. You're fucking going down. And I took him out in 2 rounds.
What
and
about
there was no one else there, and I was like, because it was, like I say, I was playing on the full difficulty set, but I was just, when I finished, I was just like, who wants to fucking high-five me? There's no one here to take in this great momentous occasion.
Have you played Rocky on the Master System?
Yes, I did. It's a broken train wreck of shitburger.
I loved it.
Best Master System games ever are, you ready? Psycho Fox, Wonder Boy 3, R-Type.
R-Type,
R-Type on the
Shinobi,
Master. Oh,
and-
Shinobi, yeah. R-Type on the
and,
Master System.
Fantasy
It's an
Zone.
incredible achievement.
And Dynamite Ducks. I used to love Dynamite Ducks.
It doesn't do that well now.
Not really. I used to love that game when I was a kid, and the first Asterix game. I've never played the other one.
Dynamite Duke as well, wasn't it?
Oh, Dynamite Duke, yeah.
They came up. You know that the fact that you could see through his chest was an afterthought. Guarantee, right? When they promoted that game to the Sega people, you know, the developers wrote it and they promoted it and go, but I can't see the people in front of me. Oh, hang on, give us a week. And then it came back and they cut a hole in his chest. Which would be brilliant, though, because what a brilliant thing to do. Take all your elite soldiers, cut a hole in their chest, remove all their vital organs, and allow a window that bullets could pass through safely.
It's an ingenious idea. I don't know why the military don't actually do that.
That reminds me, that's a game that's brilliant on the NES. You ever play The Punisher?
Oh, yes.
One of the few LGN... Was it LGN? JN? Yeah. One of the few... It's balls hard, mine. It's absolutely balls-horrific hard, but...
No, LGN did some good games, like the first Super WrestleMania. That was LGN, wasn't it, on SNES?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
the first WrestleMania was. I don't think we talked about it in a previous live stream, where I threw Michael a bone and admitted that possibly a little bit of me that I will deny in public does kind of like wrestling. Don't repeat this, oh bollocks.
Well, I went to
no, the first WrestleMania was
Nottingham.
fantastic, and the first one on the PlayStation 1 was amazing.
What was that?
Well, you could do fireballs with The Undertaker.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It had snippets of the album. Do you remember the album? It had snippets of the album where it goes, The Undertaker says,
rest. Yeah, I've still got that on single. Oh, for one Christmas, I think it was in 1992.
Am I the only person who thinks when the 16-Bit Brothers did their WrestleMania video that when Johnny dressed up as the bloke with the urn, he really did look exactly like him?
Yeah, the Undertaker, yeah. Old school Undertaker as well.
Oh, Paul Bearer.
Is the Undertaker still going?
Yes.
He only fights at
WrestleMania.
I thought he retired.
He pretty much has. He fights at WrestleMania to keep his streak alive, and that's about it.
Yeah.
I get confused because The Rock's come back, right?
Yeah.
But does that mean his movie career is not working anymore? Or...
No, he came back when his movie career wasn't working, and now it's rejuvenated. He's not coming back again.
Oh, what a shallow bastard. Of course, I would never say that to his face. I'd just say, do that Roger Moore eyebrow thing you do that I love so much.
What, this eyebrow?
I'd love to see an eyebrow off between Roger Moore and The Rock. I tell you what, as old as he is, I reckon Roger Moore could take him. Roger Moore was the best Bond for karate chops.
Ha!
Karate chop!
What's 007 doing? I do believe he's attempting re-entry, sir. I love that bit.
Which one is it?
How many dirty little legitimate bastards does Bond? Bond could build an army with his children.
Speaking of Moonraker, I was playing Call of Duty Ghosts, and there's 2 levels in that game where you're in space, and that's all I could think of is Moonraker.
The story's brilliant. Like, it looks, my brain just went, thank you, finally, Moonraker in a game. Why did it take you so fucking long to do
And then
this?
you're firing guns in space, and you can actually hear the gunshots. It's like, realism. Yeah, I think this time realism can go fuck itself.
Is that in or inside or outside of the spaceship? Because you would hear them inside the spaceship. Oh yeah, no you wouldn't, because in space no one can hear you scream, let alone a fucking full mag.
That's
It's
what
only
James
people
told
the
me.
Douglas boxing there.
James Buster Douglas, RetroUnlim, our Stone leader.
The only person
Steve
you can
acquired
officially hear in space is Sigourney Weaver.
I'd like to hear Sigourney Weaver scream in space.
There is no data.
We should shoot her into
away from me,
space and
bitch.
unplug a helmet and see what happens.
Yes, Mr. RetroUnlim sent me an email with this picture in it.
Yeah,
He said he picked it up.
£7.50.
Yes, £7.50
Motherfucker.
from a charity shop. So how much is that going for on eBay currently? I'm going to have a
You paid
look.
less.
£7.50 in a charity shop? Fuck off.
Fucking rip off charity shops. We're helping you people.
Yeah, part of me is kind of cool that they can command that much money.
This game commands fucking big bucks, though.
But then having said that, charity shops have the same problem that everyone else does. Charities right now employ someone at the top of them that milks up their wages. And that's kind of against what charity is about. I understand that you need someone who's intelligent to run a charity, but at the same time, don't make it like the NHS. You don't need a bloated idiot at the top, because ultimately, people will always give to charity shops, so why should some fucking, capitalist prick eat up all their wages. It's why I fucking hate chuggers. And I love the fact that chuggers get on the moral high ground when you challenge them about chugging.
There is no Master System version on eBay.
Holy shit, he should
Average
put it
price.
there for like...
Just the Mega Drive one.
You know, go for average price.
Which is, the Mega Drive one's not actually Buster Douglas, it's technically just a renamed version of Final Blow, isn't it?
I believe
Final
so.
Blow sounds like something a wife would do to her husband before he leaves for his military tour. But no, it's Final Blow, isn't it? Is it Tato? I don't know if it's Tato. I remember the first time I played it and I borrowed it off the kid at school.
It is Tato, yeah.
Thank you, honey, for that Final Blow.
That's going for about 20 quid. Final
It's
Blow.
hit to Nam! I couldn't possibly make a more relevant modern war. On the subject of NAM, just got to work this in there really quickly. One of my favourite sort of downloadable content ever, because I do occasionally like downloadable content, is the Vietnam expansion pack with Battlefield Bad Company 2. I fucking loved that. I thought that was so good. I don't even know if the servers are up, which comes back to the thing which is, I spent lots of money on that, no I can't play it, again with the Mickey Mouse voice. Mickey Mouse in Vietnam, that would work. A Mickey Mouse rallying video in Vietnam.
I had a
Come
really
on, boys!
Let's
take them commie bastards!
I woke up this morning and I had such...
Can you see?
I woke up this morning, I had such a great idea for a fucking game. I thought, right, open world like Fallout, but the Terminator franchise. You're a survivor trying to survive through the Terminator apocalypse.
That's what survivors do.
And I thought, that'd be fucking awesome.
Supposedly, James Buster Douglas Boxing, the US version, is going for $400.
What the fuck?
Seriously?
Yeah,
Does it actually come with a lock of his hair?
It says this game is just hard to find all round.
And
It's
it sucks.
After the US
hang
Sonic
on.
the Hedgehog.
Surely the Genesis version isn't that rare?
No, the Master System version.
No, Master System.
Oh, I was just going to say, because I thought
The
Master
Master System version, he won the title. He lost the title next match, and then the game got pulled off the shelves.
He got flabby, didn't he? He basically just went, look at me, I'm the real deal. And I remember the fight afterwards, and even as a young child, I looked at him and just went, what happened to your 8-pack? That ain't no 8-pack.
Yeah, he got his shit pushed in.
That's Big Daddy's fucking tyre right there, mate.
Well, he
anyway,
lost
going back to the Vietnam thing, Mickey Mouse obviously was, the person who inspired the Americans. Oh, say, can you see? You know what we did for our wars? We were just some bloke with bad teeth just going, go get the Nazis, bugger.
Yeah, I love in that there's an episode of Family Guy that goes, oh, there's Winston Churchill. Let's look at the wit that he's renowned about. She's a fucking bitch.
Oh, Buzz Killington still makes me laugh. But it's still not as good as, like I said, the bit. But, I know it's not original, but it makes me stream. And they're talking about in the Chap of the Man a bit when they're talking about cricket. And there are some people in the infield who are wearing helmets when possibly they shouldn't be, but the people in the outfield aren't wearing helmets. How does that even work? And I'm not even really sure what's going on right now. Hey!
Well,
and that's the best analogy of cricket ever.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that. I was going to bring that up earlier when we were talking about Family Guy, because I thought that was possibly the worst sketch they've ever done, because it just,
I really like it.
Totally unfunny.
I like it because cricket.
He says whilst laughing.
Yeah, there you go, Harry Yack, bullshack, sort your shit out. I retract my invitation on Football Channel, and I offer you a new one. It's a cricket channel.
God. Fuck that shit.
Harry Yack
still going to be playing
pointing
you know, I actually do have a cricket channel.
Do you?
I had it ages ago. It's called England's One Man Army.
You, sir, disgust me.
Harry Yack.
Everybody's looking it up now.
I like cricket in its 2020 format.
What is that sport that they play with the big stone and they got the little brooms and they're sweeping in front of it and shit?
Curling.
Curling.
Yeah.
Isn't that was, see, now I get confused because obviously it was big in Canada and they were famed for being the best curlers. What a poor thing to be proud of. I'm the best curler in the world. To which anyone from outside North America would just go, what does that mean? What, you're a hairdresser or something? But it's Scottish, isn't it, curling?
Aye. So James should be good at it then.
I don't know.
Do you know what I reckon it was? I reckon it was an inside joke. Oh, I'm going to sound like such a xenophobic prick. Anyway, let's carry on. I reckon it was an inside joke, right? And they basically just told people it was a sport, so they would clean the shit off the ice for free. Am I doing all right? You're doing great, son. You're doing absolutely great. You missed a bit. You know, right front. That marble ball.
Dad, I love it. Yeah, shut the fuck up and keep cleaning.
Yeah. No, you
That's
got
a waxing
gold.
stone.
Good.
Keep
And then when they were
polishing
on the verge of being found out, they actually negotiated heavily with the Olympics to get it, or the Winter Olympics, I should say, to get it introduced just because basically it was free labour for cleaning the surface of the ice. They didn't need those little trucks that came out, you know, every
Need
period of
Zambonis.
hockey.
Yeah, the fucking Zamboni was broke or something.
One of my favourite things ever about watching ice hockey live, and I don't know if other teams did something similar, but watching the Habs live was brilliant. I just thought it was amazing. And well, I don't know how they would do this in a stadium over here because it's open, so the wind would take it away. A little bloke would tear around the ice after they cleaned. This was pointless. They clean the ice up, right, and then they'd have a bloke come out in a little car. I shit you not, right, with a bloke in the back with a gun that was on pressurized air, shooting tubes of Montreal Canadiens t-shirts into the audience and just doing handbrakes like a little wooden car, kind of, you know, think like the cars you had when you were a kid.
Wait, isn't that how Lord Flanders died?
Yeah, and then a blimp would come around and it would drop them into the audience, and I just thought that was the coolest thing ever. Not because they were giving you free t-shirts, but because of the effort they went to give them to you. Genius. More people should do that. You couldn't do it in the Premiership because if you hit someone in the audience with a free t-shirt, they just go, "Are you fucking starting trouble?" And then there'd be a fight.
Have you guys tried the DK VCS release yet?
No. Don't.
Oh, it's a new homebrew of Donkey Kong for the Atari 2600.
Sold.
And
Hang on. How can I get said product?
Hold on.
That's what she said, but I said, "Love, I'm getting tired."
And then it's just a code. Do you
I've got a link here. Is there a way to post a link in here anywhere?
Yes.
Where?
Are you linked in?
Go to chat and just
Fuck's sake, Mike.
Ignore everyone else. Just
Chat. Where's the chat? I'm new to this. Where's the chat?
on the apps on the left-hand side. Hover over the left.
You have to sign it to us.
Extreme left. And head to the top.
Gentlemen, I gotta log off for the night. I am fucking knackered. So,
Okay,
good night all.
See you later.
Good night.
Have a nice
one.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
Harry,
Yes.
can you just put that picture of Buster Douglas boxing back up?
Did we
Absolutely.
make our total for our PlayStation 4 from Scott tonight?
Possibly.
Probably got enough to get an Xbox One as well.
Yeah. But no one wants one of them because they're the size of
Holy
a
shit, man. That is the US version. It's rare as hen's teeth.
Did you guys get that?
Yes. Oh,
Okay.
I'm on this. Sexerific. I got fucking... I tell you what, in a minute my balls will drop and I'll be, you know, going through puberty. I still think, though, the best rallying call ever for Vietnam would have been Mickey Mouse. I'm sorry, I have to say that.
Let's go and kill those fuckers.
Yeah, that's worth between $150 and $400.
What's that in pounds? Tenner.
Is that how much Vietnam cost?
Yes, about 200 quid, depending on what you get. But it's the US version, and it's the second rarest Master System game in the US.
Well, what is the rarest?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Hey, what? Seriously?
Sonic
No.
the Hedgehog was the very last game released on the US Master
Oh yeah, I
System.
forget that it didn't. You know, it tanked Ballserific. Sonic the Hedgehog on the Master System is actually a very, very impressive game, especially
It is,
speed-wise.
it's a great
Even
game.
the PAL version's fucking shit hot.
Yeah, it
And
is.
you know how much I hate PAL.
You hate PAL.
I hate PAL.
But yes,
because
it's,
I
you're
hate
not
PAL, but I hate PAL.
it's worth
That's
a little
because
bit
you're
more
not
than
a dog.
£7, dude.
Dude, can I just stick this, when I unzip it, can I just stick this in my 2600 emulator on my Wii? Will that work?
I don't know. I mean,
Should do.
I've never tried it that
Yes.
way. I've always run it on MES.
Yeah, it's a bin. Is it a bin file?
Yeah.
Oh, it'll work.
NTSC.
Oh, job done. There you go. If my channel's still up next week, I'll put a video up on it, and I will give you full credit, sir. I might
I've
even toss
already done it. I mean, you can see it if you want to see
Then
what
I shall check it out. No, I shall link mine. Oh no, I can't link mine to yours because Google hates us all.
It's actually quite funny. Dave's like kind of sitting there waiting for Dooms in his bomb shelter.
Exactly. That's what I am. You think I'm in my bedroom? This is all CG and green screen. I'm actually 40,000 feet underground. I'm close to the core of the Earth because it keeps me warm for free. When I nip out, which I'm about to do now, when I nip out for a splash to go to the toilet, I'm not. I'm going down a corridor in anti-gravity and shit.
Yeah, there's the title screen on RetroUnlim.
Oh, I love shit like that.
Awesome. Do 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 do.
Come on, let's get those commie bastards. Sorry.
Try to introduce something.
We're gonna do what the French and the Australians failed to do. Sorry, France and Australia. Mainly Australia, not France.
Nice.
My name's Mickey Mouse and I hate you. Now Miley Cyrus keeps sucking my dick. I'll show you a fucking wrecking ball.
There you go, Harry.
It's like that episode of South Park where Mickey Mouse is like a mob boss or some shit.
Yeah. Sir, we told the children. I told you to shut your fucking mouth.
James Buster Douglas Knockout Boxing, $150 to $400. This games is just hard to find all round. After the real US Sonic release, this is the next in line in terms of rarity. It is also the most sought after loose cartridge. You don't have to worry about the more common European version. Very, very well written and very, very well read by Harry Yack, I must say.
That's very good.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That's what I always said to Harry.
I had Golden Axe Warrior and Outrun. Sold that shit, man. Fuck.
Scroll down, Rich.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah, I was always pissed off about the Master System version of Golden Axe.
Fantasy Star.
Fantasy Star,
Spider-Man.
Outrun 3D, Moonwalker.
Oh!
Then you go into the sort of tech toy one.
Sonic Blast. Oh, the Brazilian ones, yeah.
Yeah, the Brazilian ones, yeah. But it's not a bad pickup, that.
It's
not
a
bad at all.
fantastic pickup. RetroUnlim should break his pickup duck and do one.
Yeah, I told him to do one the other night.
Do a video on it.
That's all good, that. Well done.
Yeah, it's very well done.
What's this one you're showing? The Super Mario Brothers.
I'm not sure what that is. I just found it on Google.
By the way, people, real men use
skirts.
Possibly the reason I have a bad back, actually.
Yes,
That's what she said.
That is indeed Super Mario Brothers on the Atari 2600.
I was watching.
Is that genuine? Or because I know that they have the original. Oh wow, it was actually. Oh.
I'm not sure.
Go to AtariAge.com. I think you can find it there.
Oh my God! So many new videos. Should my channel survive, will be becoming Atari-based. Thank you, sir. If I had my way, I would knight you.
Oh wow! It seems to be a real thing. It's not.
Yeah, it's
fake.
real. It's real.
You ever played the Star Wars arcade on the 2600?
Yes.
That's a bloody impressive port. I think that was a very, very impressive port. My favourite version of that game is actually the Atari 5200 version, but it won't run. Fuck you, Nintendo. Well, I can't blame Nintendo because it's it's not them. But if you
it's not you, Nintendo, it's me.
High capacity SD cards. Right, I don't understand how this works, but high capacity SD cards won't support that game on the 5200 on the Wii. I don't know why. I don't know what the difference is between low capacity and high capacity, because once you get past 4 gigs, you become high capacity. But 5200 version of that game's amazing. I'll tell you what isn't amazing on the 5200. Fucking Gremlins. What the fuck is that?
Everything else.
Yeah.
Somebody,
I like
Somebody
that.
watched
The Angry Video Games Nerds video was brilliant on it when he tried to explain why does it have that kind of closet at the top of the console.
Yeah.
And you're like, why? Well, what did they invent? Did some bloke at Atari just go, hey, we'll put storage space into it. They can put pencils and shit in there. Everyone will love it.
It's like
No,
the
or you could
box.
make the console 1/3 smaller. Just a thought.
Well, I think it's a legacy from when the console used to be a car, and it's just a glove box.
Are they the first analog joysticks? 5200. I know they're notoriously unreliable.
No.
Right. What was the first
I
analog
believe
joystick?
I believe the Odyssey 2 had them.
Ah. I tell you what, though, if you want to, get yourself big, strong, and built up and have forearms like Popeye, don't masturbate furiously. Just get an Atari 2600 with the original joystick, because Christ alive, those things were hard to move.
That's
They had like 4 rings of solid titanium around the bottom of the joint. You were like, yes, that's the bad boy. That's a fucking workout amongst itself. Which is a shame, because from a iconic perspective, it's one of the best joysticks ever from a retro standpoint.
Yeah.
But Christ, those things were hard to move. That joystick and Keystone Capers gave me the muscly arms I have today.
Speaking
And
of
the
random,
girly arms.
speaking of random Mario ports, have you Retro Mania 79's had the Superboy on the MSX? He's done some videos of Superboy on the MSX.
Oh my god, I hate that.
I have a version running on the Master System, but it's actually it's a re-graphicked over version of Teddy Boy.
Nice.
So it looks like
Super-
Mario, but it plays exactly the same as Teddy Boy, so therefore it's shit.
Yeah, that's one of them that's on crappy knockoffs. That's one of my. I caught hell for that video, man.
Have you ever played the Street Fighter 3 NES knockoff?
Yes.
Oh, that hurt my face.
So it wasn't good then.
No, not really, because as bad as the Master System version is, at least when it's not moving, it it looks very, very impressive.
There's 2 of them.
Is Street Fighter 1 on the Master System as well?
No, I'm not talking about the Master System. I'm talking about for the NES, the shitty version that you're talking about.
With the spelling mistakes and the poor punctuation in the title?
Yeah.
Titata do.
Let me see if I can find it.
Lovely.
I know I've seen it.
I said spelling mistakes and poor punctuation, not xenophobic ramblings.
Well, I do have to say that Street Fighter 3 does look visually impressive.
It's not
Yeah,
bad,
when
is
you
it?
see it moving, the inside of your head will just vomit all over your nack.
I remember trying to play Street Fighter 2 on the Spectrum with a Kempston joystick before. It doesn't work.
I've played. Do you remember Human Killing Machine on the Spectrum that was inspired by Street Fighter and was technically a superior game?
No.
Made by US Gold to follow up Street Fighter because everyone hated it and they thought, why don't we do our own version of it? And it was actually quite good. Look at you on the e-fags. Does that mean you're still off real fags?
I am, yeah. I've got this one taste of Red Bull.
Sorry? Do they need to make e-fags taste of other products?
Yeah, I've got a cola one. There's a cannabis flavoured one. There's apple pie. There's
So technically, you're not really off your
Cannabis.
addiction, you're just managing your addiction.
yes,
One that tastes like someone's mum.
and it looks like a sonic screwdriver because it has a lot.
I like that. I have to say you won me over last
And
week.
it's got a
with
little yellow, a little blue light as well.
that. Have you seen my sonic screwdriver bottle opener?
I have.
Sexy! I don't know where it is. I used it last night and now it's gone. Oh
It's
no!
up my butt.
How did you cram it in there
I can
next to a
believe
Wii
that.
remote? That's a pretty wide canal, mate.
Turds come rolling out like bowling balls.
Yeah. They just
Steve-
fall out like it's football weekend.
Stephen has looked up James Buster Douglas on Rarity Guide, and it is the #1 rarest Master System game on there.
Well, we've just seen that
I
it
never would
isn't,
have
so
thought
he's
that.
lying.
Yes,
I mean,
he's
I
a-
guess we don't know because we don't check it all the time, but I'm generally quite surprised at that. Maybe it's because people forget that rarity comes down to the fact that possibly it wasn't quite as successful as it should have been when it was first released.
That's it. The fact that the Master System sort of died in 1991, whatever it was, in the
Although in
US.
Brazil, it lasted a mighty
Oh, God,
1997.
Oh god, yeah. I'm still quite surprised that the PlayStation 2 has only just had games being made.
You know what? We slag off, companies and stuff like this. Well, I do. I don't know about you. It's just me. Never mind. All the time. But the PlayStation 2 I think it's actually beaten the Atari 2600, hasn't it? For the longest lifespan. And even, because you've got to remember, the original Xbox had a very, very short lifespan, but, well, not very short, but I heard the conspiracy theorist about that is it was kind of, they spent all this money on it to get their foot in the door, so once they did, they could concentrate on the next console, which may not be true, but I kind of like stories like that. But when you look at the original, sorry, the Xbox 360, that's been knocking around since 2005.
That's it, it's still going strong, so... It just shows how much love.
If anything, it's Nintendo or worse when you think about it, because the GameCube, the Wii, they both had. I mean, it annoyed me with the Wii because I know it never really mattered with the Wii because it wasn't competing from a graphic perspective. It was a peripheral perspective, and it did so well, beat both the other consoles. And I'm like, seriously, Nintendo? 6 years? Is that all we get? I mean, I know you pulled the plug on the GameCube after 5, but that's because no one bought it. So. Why are you pulling it so soon? That's what she said, and I said, because I'm drunk. But you know what I mean,
it's still right.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, I think it would never happen, and it certainly won't happen again, but I think, to me, well, there you go, there's a question. What do you think is an acceptable lifespan of a console?
10 years.
10.
Yeah, I think that too. I really, really do think that too. And that's annoyed me about the PlayStation 3, even though I don't have the right to say so because I don't own one, even though both my older brother and my twin brother do. But they promised Sogi? Oh, we need a company called Sogi. Sogi. No, we're going to need a company called Stogie, Virtual Cigars. They promised to go, this is the console that's going to have a 10-year lifespan like our previous console. All right, well, that didn't happen, did it? So... I guess you could argue with the PlayStation 3 because they said it was massively, and I know PC fanboys are going to wade in as they always do when I talk about I like Battlefield 4 and 3 on the 360 and go, oh, you're an idiot, you need to look at it on the PC. But I think, the PlayStation 3, because they were cross-developing games for the 360 and the PlayStation 3, there's no denying that the PlayStation 3, even though I'm a 360 fan, is more powerful than the 360. So I guess you could argue that if the 360 died a few years ago, then the PlayStation 3's full potential would have been released because companies weren't, basically writing for the same game for two systems and keeping it uniform. Because, even though it's difficult to develop for, the PlayStation 3 is far more powerful than the 360.
It's a weird thing with the PlayStation 3. I've had a couple of PlayStation 3s, but I've never liked it as much as I like my 360. There's something about the 360 which I just really, really love. And I love playing games better on the 360.
It's just hands-on. It doesn't overcomplicate.
The pad is great.
Oh, the fucking pad. Where's my... That's
great
why
pad.
I love the Pro pad for the Wii U, because it's basically this pad, but these sticks are uniform to each other. But yeah, no, it's a fucking fantastic pad.
See, I've still got just a first generation 360, which still hasn't ringed to death yet, which is quite amazing.
Yeah, mine's first generation. I didn't get my 360 to 2009. I had a Wii, and I was, at the time, because I've been drinking quite a lot of water, so I thought I should have a Wii. And my mate went on holiday for the week, so he lent me his 360, and basically 2 days after he lent it to me, I went and bought one second-hand from Cash Converters. I shouldn't say this. I tell this story a lot, and it's going to bite me in the ass. Touch wood. I bought one from Cash Converters for 70 quid with a 20-gigabyte hard drive, which I've now swapped out, And, I was just like, this thing's brilliant. It's red ring once, but it came back.
See, I bought mine off eBay for 30 quid. It didn't have a pad with it, but it came with a 4 gig hard drive, which is fine at the moment, which'll do me.
I mean, looking at it and again, I know it's HD, and it's funny when you say things like this because you can hear the PC people just go, "You don't know how good it is, man. Come on over." No, I don't want to invest that much money into a system. I used to love PC, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not for me anymore because I like the hands-on, plug and play aspect of consoles. It's just something good. But I still think the 360 churns out stuff that looks very nice.
No, I was a
If
big
anything,
fan of...
I would say the next generation, to me, even though it's going to look better, would be not necessarily a case of improving the graphics, but keeping them as they are, but being so solid that there's no tearing, there's no kind of frame rate issues and stuff like that. I'd be happy for consoles to look like this forever, as long as the performance is steady.
See, I was a big fan of PC gaming in the 90s. I loved gaming on the PC in the 90s, like your Monkey Islands and all your LucasArts games and Simon & Saul, all those sort of games in the 90s. I just loved it. But then after about 2000 stuff, I just fell out of love with PC games.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. I think it was
the more powerful you had to make your PC and make it and upgrade it.
I mean, I know if you buy a new one, it lasts for a while, but that's what made me fall out of love with PC, was the fact that all of a sudden it's like, hang on a minute, I only bought this 30 seconds ago, now I have to update again, I can't afford to.
I think it was up to about Half-Life, I think, when I sort of fell out.
Oh, that's one of my fondest memories ever.
Half-Life's brilliant. But
owning a system was, stuff like Half-Life, Opposing Forces, Quake, Unreal Tournament. That was just an absolutely golden era of gaming. And it's funny because back then, PCs they were starting to become associated with gaming because of, when Windows 95 came out and it tried to make a point of saying I'm an established gaming sort of format right now. But PCs back then were still kind of, no, that's not what you do. But then having a look at that, technically the price of a PlayStation back then was half the price of a PC.
So the only thing sorry, go on.
Console gaming, the great thing about console gaming is if you need to upgrade, if you need to go to a next-gen system, you just buy a next-gen system. Whereas with PC, if you want to
parcel in hand.
Yeah, everything has to be in quality, so you've got to go and buy it and work on it and basically upgrade the system until you can't upgrade it anymore. Then you've got to spend another $1,000 on a new system. Like even a well-built system, you're spending $1.5 grand on.
Yeah, and I don't mean to piss off people who like PC when I say this, but I think it's quite easy to piss off the PC brigade. Forgive me, PC brigade. I used to be one of you.
That's because they're so politically correct.
Yeah, but the thing is, like you said, it's I don't know when people say like, oh, you do know this looks 1,000 times better on the PC, and it's like, this is a really bad way to phrase this, but it's a lifestyle choice.
It's like ham and eggs, basically.
Because, I don't want to have to tweak and do this and do that and do this and constantly upgrade. I'm not saying you would have to right off the bat, but the Xbox 360 2005 still going strong, and the fact that it's quite reassuring to me that Microsoft are keeping this console around at least for maybe another 2 years at max. But I wouldn't get that with a PC. It would be, it wouldn't be matching the specs of a current game possibly 18 months afterwards. So, it's like you said, it's something very plug and play about consoles, and that's why consoles will always be, popular.
So the only games I play on PC now is through Steam, and I'll download stuff like Hexen and Quake, and just the older games like that.
Quake is the greatest first-person shooter of all time.
It's a wonderful game. Wonderful.
It doesn't have, as I mentioned upon it in my my GoldenEye video, it doesn't have the hit zones. GoldenEye introduced a lot of cool stuff, but from a leap perspective between Doom, Hexen, Heretic, and all that to Quake was a massive step up. It was brilliant. Plus, it had 9 Inch Nail logos on the ammo.
Yes, it did.
And the big nail gun that rotated is one of my favorite guns in any first-person shooter ever.
Oh, memories.
And I remember my greatest time online where it glitched, and it afforded me a wonderful opportunity to absolutely fucking own everyone. You remember when you used to get in the water and you would use the lightning gun and it would kill everyone else, but you would die as well? The game once glitched, so I could stand in lava, and on a 56k V90 modem, how did we do that back in the day? And I could get in water and I could fire my lightning gun and I'd survive. So I camped. I'm not proud. I'm not going to lie. I just camped and stayed in the water, and everyone would just kept coming down, and I just go zap, zap, zap. Yeah, bitches. That's why I'm 180 kills above you. I'm cheating.
And then they reported you, and you got thrown off the server.
Because they didn't report you back then. They just couldn't scratch their heads and get it around this crazy logic. It's 1996. I don't know what's going on.
Okay then, guys. It's now gone 1 a.m. here in the UK, so I think it's about time we thought about wrapping up. What do you think?
Yes, I'm tired.
Yeah, we can do it.
Yes. Otherwise, this is going to go on till 4 and 5 a.m.
There's an AVGM video just gone up which I want to watch actually. So.
Now, speaking of which, I was
Not
considering...
a new one though.
I considered for about 5 minutes and then ditched the idea of, for the 5th year of Harry Yack's Retro Yackage, do a special 12-hour live stream via Google Hangouts.
As long as it's on a day off and I have sustenance,
Yeah,
game on.
it would probably be on a Saturday. But it would be just me
Who has
streaming
dog?
for 12
Who
hours.
has dog? Or is that a werewolf? I
So
heard dog.
it's out there now, so if anybody suggests, oh, Yak, you should honestly think about doing that seriously.
Well, I have a suggestion, Harry Yack Ballsack,
Yes.
a football podcast.
Oh, yes.
Pick 3 stories from the week. One serious, one absolutely farcical, and one that interests you.
And 12 hours long.
And we'll keep it lighthearted.
Yes, the person in the background.
Oh
liked
my
that
god,
lot.
there's a Wendigo somewhere. Wow, 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 wow. Woodrunwaggy. Sorry.
Okay, so do you...
Run, Scoob! Alright, before everyone heads off, I want to hear your best, like, Run, Scoob impressions. That was fucking epic.
Oh, no, I can't do it.
Run, Scoob!
Oh, there's no way I could top that.
No,
Try,
no, really
try,
well.
damn it, man, try.
Although, I will say that there's been a Rickroll in this picture that I've been showing all night.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Woodrunwaggy. Sorry.
There he is. There. You can't see that.
Why are you?
Am I the only person who thinks the current Scooby-Doo incarnation has a fucking amazing intro song?
Oh, and this person has the fridge right next to his computer, so he can just reach over and get a beer. What a brilliant idea.
The man's got his priorities set correctly.
I like his TV. It's got a dial on it.
Wait a minute, is that a bottle of lotion back there? No.
Hey.
Anal lube.
I think it's a glass of spoons, isn't it? It's a glass of
Yeah,
plastic
it's-
spoons.
Lots of plastic spoons.
Q-tips.
That's really bizarre.
Yeah,
It's
is
got
that
a-
your room? Is that your masturbation room?
That's his master system room.
All those
That's
remote
Such a
controls,
parlor of loveliness.
Master
All those-
System Bation.
all those remote controls fit in various orifices.
No, only yours, mate. You're the only one who sticks a fucking Wiimote up your ass. The rest of us usually play games.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Well, he likes it for the vibrating feature.
Yeah. How many times have you stuck it up there, Harry, and realised that there weren't any batteries involved? What a wasted opportunity.
Well, sometimes I stuck it up there and took it out again, and the batteries were missing.
So he goes to like the hospital. They
I
stand
like to
there
think
going,
you do a
"Harry,
dynamo thing when
again."
you've done that, and you cough, and then you take them out your mouth.
Son, that's not how you weeble.
I'm on Pepsi videos.
When I blow my nose, the handkerchief disintegrates.
They should do a thing like Gladiators, but with magicians, and have like Dynamo
Oh, I'm
versus,
so down with
versus
that.
Paul Daniels in a
Fucking
magical.
Harry Potter style with wands and shit.
To the death.
Funny, one of my fondest memories ever was because if you watch it now, it's aged terribly. But there's no denying some of the stuff Paul Daniels did back in the day was
What,
Kind
like
of
Debbie
impressive.
McGee?
Rubbish.
yeah. But do you remember when she was on Mrs. Merton and she goes, "So Debbie McGee, why did you marry the millionaire who was Paul Daniels?" But no. It was a brilliant, and I've never forgotten this, being a very young child and sat in a room and my dad was there watching Paul Daniels and he goes, "You're going to like this? Not a lot." And my dad just said out loud, "I ain't fucking going to like this. Who are you talking to?" And it stayed with me forever because it was just like, well, I appreciate your honesty, George. Thank you for giving me my first lesson in the world of that is life. And the irony is, I didn't like it.
Oh, I used to quite like Paul Daniels, but then I
still
was
have
young.
a Paul Daniels magic set, though, by the way.
I also have a Paul Daniels magic set.
I had that.
That's what we should do on your
You stick it
12-hour
up your
live stream,
butt,
Harry.
and that's why you don't have it anymore.
Yeah, just a
You
board
know-
game live stream.
He was talking about with all that stuff with Jimmy Savile broke out in the news. He went on in the papers and told them about an affair he had with a young woman.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there thinking, yeah, not the fact that, you know, she could have been underage or anything like that. What I was thinking was, what scatty little woman would get off with Paul Daniels?
Because his wand is massive.
He looked like a little midget.
Do you remember when he did his own version of the David Beckham underwear advert?
Yeah.
And
You're
you just
not
looked
going
at him
to
and just
bed
went,
tonight, man.
"You attention whore, Daniels. You attention whore."
He's just, I don't. What is attractive about Paul Daniels? I have no idea.
Does Wingnut, do you know who Paul Daniels is?
Nope.
YouTube him, just quickly. YouTube Paul Daniels. Google search him.
He's an 80s magician in the UK. And
He sounds like someone's small child that's got an aging problem.
He sounds like he's on helium. You're gonna like this, not a lot.
And then there was Debbie McGee as well. She looked like a stripper, and I was like, what the hell? There's her and there's him. What? It must be the money.
Although he did do a trick once that still stayed to me to this day that I never got my head around, and I know magic's fake. Yes, Harry Potter lovers couldn't give a shit. It's illusions. Bite me. Sorry, I hate when people go, "Oh, magic is real." No,
it's
dancing
real. It's
in the park is real. It's he had a woman who was cut in half on a swing in a park, and the entire bottom half of her was missing, and probably mirrors or something, but. As a kid, it blew me away. Also, kind of slightly disturbed me that this woman cut in half was on a swing.
It was actually proven to be voodoo.
And he actually had that bloke who stuck the knife in his arm. And that's why his show got taken off TV. It was fake, obviously, but he had a guest magician on, and the guest magician rolled up his sleeve like this, and then took a knife and went boomp, and moved it left and right, and blood was coming out everywhere. This is fucking 5 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon, mind. And he goes, "By the way, you might not like this, not a lot, but be warned," because he's Helium Boy. And yeah, and then he went like that, and then he pulled the knife out, wiped his arm off, and there was obviously, because he didn't do it for real, there were no cuts on his arm or anything, but that and the half woman impressed me. In fact, they should just release a DVD that's only 37 seconds long and has both those clips.
Yeah, Paul Daniels, I Am Not a Child, the musical.
Penn and Teller learned everything they knew from Paul Daniels.
I really like Penn and Teller, actually. I like the fact that they got flack, didn't they? Because they would say or expose how they would do the tricks afterwards, like the bloke driving over someone in a big sort of semi-articulated lorry, and they had a massive lead weight on the left-hand side of it, so the wheels were barely touching the floor, and it was foam tires. And it's funny because you think about it and you think, well, that makes sense. But if they didn't tell you, you wouldn't think about it. You just think like, oh, the one who does not speak, he is immortal.
It's kind of like that Chris Angel's. Have you seen
Mind Freak?
Yes. Rips bodies apart.
The one that does impress me with him, though, is when he throws the pack of cards at the window and the card that the person picked was on the inside. That, I don't know how he does. Well, you're not supposed to, and it's not magic. The funny thing is, right, I was at work the other day, and I was taking apart packaging and shit, to take documents out and stuff like that, and 5 pieces of card, all completely white, of the same size, fell out on the floor, and no one thought this was funny. I thought it was hilarious, so I put them all together, went up to someone and said, "Pick a card, any card." And they took one, and I said, "No, I'm not going to put it back in the pack anywhere you want." And I shuffled it, because they were all blank. I turned and said, "Was this your card?" And they went, "They're all the same."
I don't get it.
Come on, people, that was funny. Do you know what I mean?
I don't get it.
Right, I'm going to fuck out. I shall
all right, guys.
See you on the flip side, Dude Meisters.
Yeah. Harry, stay around a bit. I want to talk to you about the Harry Yack ball sack thing.
Absolutely. We can do it post-stream.
Take it easy, Wingnut, mate. It was awesome. Really, really, really nice to talk to you, man.
It was nice talking to you too, dude.
Yes, absolutely.
Cool. And as I said, you have excellent facial hair. I might have to shave mine to look more so like it.
Yeah, I'll try. You should see my back hair.
Oh, can you plait it? I like a mane, an Aslan mane.
I look like that the wrestler from the Saturday Night Slam Masters, one that comes to the ring with the little monkey.
You should put glitter foam in it. Oh, by the way, feel free to do me a Sexy Biscuits intro.
See, Dave basically uses this stream to garner Sexy Biscuits intros, to hoard them.
I heavily self-promote. I'm a whore. What can I say? I'm a good whore, though.
What would you like me to say about Sexy Biscuit?
Well, that's just it. It's entirely up to you. Have you seen those things?
No.
Basically, it's me going, oh yeah, Sexy Biscuits. It was a catchphrase. Nice. So, my prior video is a montage of quite a lot of them. So have a look at that.
I'll give you one right now. Sexy Biscuit.
Yeah, but this podcast is massively long, so downloading it will take forever.
Well, you can just find the skit at the end. And
watch the montage and have a look and see what you think. You don't have to, but just. Yeah. And Michael, you owe me one of your fucking wrestling referee.
I know. I've just been really busy. I will do it. I'll probably do it this week, actually.
Do it before my channel gets taken down.
I'm going to do two, because I was going to do one with me in the wrestling outfit and another one with me in the Power Ranger outfit.
Oh, that's even better. You got a Power Ranger outfit? You need to fucking green screen and double impact shit up and have both of you facing each other.
Yeah, Sexy Biscuits. Yeah.
Yeah, what I was going to do is I was going to be like...
And then have sparks
it's morphing time, and then as I morph, I go, Sexy Biscuits! And I change into...
Rock guitar in the background.
The Sexy Biscuit thing, is it on your channel?
Sorry, mine?
Yeah, it's the first thing that you see. It's the first thing that you see when you look at the videos.
It's my highlighted video.
Oh, okay.
Sexy Biscuits.
Now remember, if you do it, you have to do it in a porno voice. But because everyone else done it, it's ever so slightly dirty. Yeah,
Sexy
Biscuits. I'm on license from the police.
Oh. You like that Sexy Biscuit, huh?
Oh, you like those biscuits, huh?
You want some gravy on your Sexy Biscuit?
Hi, I'm Chuck Weaselberger, and welcome to Sexy Biscuits. See, American accents, when you're English, are pullable, but only if you do them in lengths that are only 5 seconds long. Whereas you're an American, if you want to do an English accent, you just have to say the word wanker and bollocks. And it works.
And talk like this most of the time.
I've got my voice almost as highly raised as Mickey Mouse.
I'll squeeze me balls. Yeah. I'll squeeze me balls and
when I dance, I only dance side to side in a little jingle, innit? Apples and pears, I only drink cider, and quite possibly I'm going to get banned from driving sometime soon. Sorry,
right,
for those of you who are going to get banned.
Okay.
Thank you. It was nice meeting all of you.
Oh, brilliant to meet you, mate.
All right, take care.
Bye. What, are we going to end this or what? Or are we just going to keep going? It's like, who can drop
end it.
last?
Take it offline, it's fine.
Yeah, take it offline,
Okay, then.
governor. Why am I doing a fucking English accent to you? Sorry, shit.
So you take it offline.
That's the end of the show. Thank you all for watching tonight.
I'll call you with a fag in your mouth tonight, you dirty wanker.
A very special
My name is
thanks.
Michael K.
A very special thanks to that bloke, Freaking D, who was on earlier this evening. And I am Michael Caine. And I have been your host this evening.
I love the fact that you can do an incredibly good Arnold impression, but your Michael Caine impression is bollocks.
Well, it is 1:20 in the morning, and any impression that I do is automatically worse at this time.
Are you working tomorrow?
I am not.
Well, there you go. Shut up and sort your shit out.
One question I want to ask about Clint. Is he the guy who plays the Sims games and stuff?
Yes.
And he does that Duke Nukem accent. I love his channel. It's awesome.
I didn't respond to you. I was going to respond, which was, no, he's not the Duke Nukem voice. He's just someone who's very sort of gifted at doing Duke Nukem voices.
Yeah, it was.
It's also very refreshing that someone that's that big and popular, you know, jumps on these. That's the one thing, a great thing about this stream. You know, the people who come on here have kind of, you know, ever so slightly restored my faith in, you know, YouTube before Google destroys it, which is.
It's gonna happen.
There are people out there who whore it up, but there are people who are just good, you know, people.
There was a reason why Google's video platform never worked, and it was Google. Now they're killing YouTube as we speak. Oh god.
It will be the replacement for your fuck this soon, isn't it? You know, dude, what's wrong with your car? You Googled it, mate.
Okay then, I think we should end it now. End the
Oh,
talk.
we're still on? Hey!
Yes, we are. Did you not know?
No.
Alright then.
Can I just say,
Stop the
Harry
broadcast.
loves Rick Ashley.
He's never going to give you up.
Rick Ashley, isn't that the bloke who owns Newcastle?
And Michael likes hentai.
I always love hentai. What are you talking about? That's my morning.
And I like
cartoons.
TVs that you have to crack like a safe when you're tuning them into a new channel.
Okay.
I didn't when I was a kid, but I do now. Bye everyone, bye. It's like the end of Radio, by the way. Bye everyone, bye.
Bye everybody.
See you next week.